Hey, this is Agent Raven, coming to you from the Baltic Sea. I'm undercover here, but what I'm about to tell you is anything but ordinary. Something suspicious happened recently, and it's got the world talking. Two important undersea cables were cut, and all fingers seem to be pointing at one ship, a bulk carrier called the Peng 3. Sounds like a routine ship, right? Well, not so fast. There's more to this story than meets the eye. So, here's the deal. On November 17th, the Peng 3 was cruising through the Baltic, just another day at sea. But then, something strange happened. The ship was near an undersea cable that connects Sweden to Lithuania. A few hours later, boom, another cable linking Finland to Germany gets cut. Both cables, critical to global communication, go down almost back to back. And guess what? The Peng 3 was in the area both times. Coincidence? Hardly. These cables aren't just tech stuff we don't think about. They're the backbone of the global economy, carrying everything from internet data to financial transactions. So when they're attacked, the effects are massive. This isn't your usual attack. What we're dealing with here is hybrid warfare. Hybrid warfare is a mix of tactics, like cyber attacks, sabotage, and even misinformation. All designed to cause chaos without starting a full-on war. The cable cuts are a perfect example. Instead of tanks rolling in, they target something invisible, something digital. But the damage is real. Think about it. If these cables stay down for long, you're looking at disrupted trade, security, even military communication. It's all part of the game now. And this isn't just a one-off attack. It's a method, a strategy. Now let's talk about China. If you've been following the news, you know that Chinese ships have popped up in similar incidents before. Back in October 2023, another Chinese ship, the new Polar Bear, was linked to damage to undersea cables and pipelines in the same region. Coincidence? I don't think so. Now the Peng 3. This ship was coming from Russia's Ust-Luga port, heading straight through a sensitive area in the Baltic. And guess what? That's the same route the new Polar Bear took. So, the question is, what's going on here? Is China involved? And if so, what's the bigger picture? These cables aren't just for sending emails or browsing Facebook. They carry 95% of global data. They're how we trade, communicate, and even defend ourselves. So when they're cut, it's a big deal. It's not just a small inconvenience. It's a major threat to global stability. Attacks like this could bring economies to a halt, mess with supply chains, or even cause nationwide security issues. The Baltic Sea is becoming a hotspot for this kind of sabotage, and that's not good news for anyone relying on these cables. The Baltic is a big deal in the global game. It's a major route for trade, energy, and communication. And with tensions rising between Russia, China, and the West, this region is becoming a new battleground. The cables here aren't just connecting countries, they're connecting the whole world. So yeah, disrupting them isn't just an attack on one country, it's an attack on everyone. The tricky part, hybrid warfare is hard to spot. You don't have tanks, missiles, or explosions to go after. Instead, you have invisible threats, sabotage, cyber attacks, and the like. It's tough for nations to defend against because it doesn't fit neatly into old-school warfare tactics. That's why we need to rethink how we protect our infrastructure. So, where do we go from here? The Peng 3 incident is a wake-up call. Hybrid attacks are the new normal, and they're hitting where it hurts. But the real question is, how do we stop it? We need better defenses for these undersea cables, and we need stronger global cooperation to protect what's ours. This is just the beginning, and if we don't act, we could see more of these attacks in the future.